Right, hello guys, welcome back to Skylines, and we continue on from where we were before. We just put some houses down in Salty Port, and I think what I want to do is create like a bit of a harbour here before we go on, so we'll do that. We've still got a little bit of commercial demand coming in. This is really good to see, so we are starting to see that. Maybe we will even see, a little bit of industrial demand at some point. And if you're planning your next city, I hope you make it on a snow map. That'd be a little more challenging. Yeah, snow would be good. We did snow before, and obviously that worked out quite interestingly, so we could go for that one. Noting dropout mods adds a chance for students to drop out of school, so stop their studies and start working. Yeah, that could be interesting to see how that works. A lot more commercial demand. This is very good. Very good. I want to sort of start dropping in commercial areas to areas where we had little amounts of commercial before, because it was always quite annoying that we had like such low commercial demand. So yeah, I was just wondering whether we're going to need some water coverage here. Do that for now. Right, so let's look at harbouring on this bit. And I always forget what that is under. Flood wall though, is it? Oh yeah, however, we do have passenger... I'd forgot about the docks and stuff. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about this. Interesting. This is a cargo dock. Oh yeah, but we still can't actually... Yeah. I'd forgotten about that as well. Which is that it doesn't work quite how I was thinking. But where the hell is the... What I'm after is this, like we've got down here, the wall. I've forgotten where that is, though. What's it under, guys? Tell me, I can't remember. So many bloody things on here, I forget this. The hell is it under? Landscaping, is it? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it's that. I was looking right at it. Key. Right, let's see what happens here. There we go. I think that's literally all we need to do. We might be able to come up here a little bit further, maybe. There we go. We don't need to do too much there. Can literally just add a little quay side like that. That works fine. Worked fine for what we need anyway. Right, so we were going to add a ferry stop. Yeah, because there's going to be less here. Look, there we are. Look. Bang, we can just put that straight in. Road is spazzing out a little bit. Oh yeah, that road is really... Huh. Road is spazzing out much more than I thought. Okay, there we go. It wants to be raised up a little, look like this. But means I've got to now get on here. Oh god, prop and tree anarchy. Why? You guys failed me again. You failed me badly, guys. Nobody told me that. Oh, I know what's happening right here. I know what's happening here. This stupid thing. Right, that's what we need to do. I just kind of like how the key sort of intersects with this, but I'm still going to slightly move it a bit. Don't Be annoying. There we go. There we are. Perfect. So the key kind of connects with that. Right, I understand what was happening before. Up and Trianarchy on. Don't know how I do it. So many times. Right. The other thing that's kind of awkward is that this is sort of the wrong way around. So the boats are going to have to kind of come up here, but oh well. Right, so let's let's make our ferry pathway look. So can we just connect off of this? I assume so. Oh, that looked like it wasn't connecting off of there, but it is. There we go. Straight over here. And then right under the bridge. And we might want to go further up the river. So for now, just connect like there. Hopefully that'll work. We'll see. The only thing is I'm going to have to create more lines off of this ferry port, which I'm not sure is a great idea because how many ferries we already have on it, but I guess we'll see what happens. This one, remember the one on the right was rarely used, so I'm just going to do it that way. Right, so we'll just do that for now. Change that colour up as well. We'll just call it like East Line. What? Oh yeah, it's ferry o'clock down here. Look at this. So much ferry action. Okay, good stuff. So Port Salty now has a little bit of access there. What's this? Yeah, I am concentrating. Concentrating on getting this transport action happening is what we're doing. Right, there's more houses and stuff coming. Let's have a look at the area for Salty Port. Yep, it needs to open up a little bit. We shall expand it in this direction. There we go. Yeah, Salty Port is looking rather promising. Right, now we want to get the leisure activities of the shoreline happening, so we'll get a bit of a jet ski rental on here, look. We'll get all the things you want. Actually, I think like what we should do is actually what we did at the... see if we can get away with this, look. We'll try and bring the harbour down a little. I don't know whether we'll get away with this, really. So what I want to do is just move this out a little bit, but as you can see it kind of freaks out when that happens, so just need to make sure we do this in the right way. What? It's not happy. Water in this is always very problematic. The reason I want to do this is just so I can get the kind of I can get the activities closer to the waterline so they don't look completely insane. Speed on a little bit. Right, there we are. Hopefully it'll calm down a bit now. Can't tell though, of course, because it's night time. Are these boats docking properly? It didn't look like they were docking properly. Oh, they sort of come to here, like at this extreme, insane height. Now look at those people roping up and down to the ferries. Actually, like 5 every minute. It looks like the water is behaving itself. Right, so what we want to do here is we want to add in some of our leisure things. Yeah, the water looks like it's behaving. So now if I place some of this along here, you see it'll be a bit nearer the water level and look slightly more rational. We're going to get all the stuff in here. Actually, how much do these cost to run? A little bit. We'll have a bit of tourism here at Port Salty. Restaurant pier, maybe we'll get that in there. Some fishing tours happening as well, look. Get that on there, and then we'll have restaurant pier here as well, look. There we go. What more could you want? It's all there. Yes, I know you don't have road access, relax. I'll put that in for you now. So we'll just make a little road. Goes along by the harbour area. Oh no, and as I worried about, yes. Getting semi-flooded. Oh, you're a harbour, you know, it's like that's what you should expect. Just raise it up a little bit there. I think by raising it up, oh no, it's right. Water level is high there. Wait, why is there helicopters? What's going on? Getting water for what? Oh, there's a fire here. Why are there is like a fire station. Why are the helicopters? I mean, I know that we have like I've said this before. We've got the emergency helicopter stuff right here, but I don't understand why that's their first port of call. But oh well. Anyway, right, Port Salty is looking a productive port facility for people. Got a nice little road coming down here by the bay. And what? I can just raise that land up a little bit, look. How's that looking? Looking just fine. I think this could rotate a little bit though. Oh god. Like an earthquake when I do any of this. Right. What's this? What have I noticed how high what is? Oh yeah. Yeah, that one has become a little bit over the top. Go down. There we go. Better. Right, Wonderbar. Okay, so we've got kind of like a good amalgamation of what we wanted happening there. But there's still space for more housing. But we need to, like I say, be a bit cautious like how big we grow this site. But it's got space to grow a bit more for sure. There we go. I think we can just do some pretty normal, just on the edge of town here. There we go. I think we can just connect like that. We'll have like one more little residential road area there. Maybe we can have just a little lane or something which just comes up this way. Then the other side of town here, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what I want to place there. We might. There's a bit of a gap, and I feel like we could put something in there. Also, we've got a bit more commercial as well, so let's start off with that. Very happy we've had more commercial. A few little houses here. Actually, let's just put in some. Let's put in some small commercial along here, look, like that. We just try and get a row of shops, but that doesn't end up using too much of our actual commercialness. Yeah, we'll just get like that. Look, this is actually really good. This is the first sort of like rise in commercial, like the real proper rise in commercial we have seen in an extremely long time. That's actually really, really good. Should probably try to get some kind of sound barrier in on that highway over there as well. And I'm going to need to add extra water out here, so let's do that. All your buildings growing in the zoned areas look different and nicer than mine. Are you using a theme or is it something else? Well, I'm using a different loot, so we're using the evergreen. So it's tube-locked evergreen loot. And also, I think it's just like some of the settings in my graphics, maybe. I don't know. That's what my settings for graphics are. Depth of field disabled. That's the film grain is down. Shadows medium. Shadow distance short. Textures high. That's all the stuff. Right, we're doing very nicely here. Very nicely indeed. The fact that commercial is growing here is really good, but it makes me want to kind of grow commercial in other areas. Areas where we didn't have the ability to grow. Oh! I know where. Oh yes, look. So do you remember in Golden Orange Valley, for like the longest time, we had no commercial at all? Well, now we do. Now we actually have got commercial, look guys. Fish cafe. All sorts of stuff. So we actually had no commercial here for like the longest time. I'm actually going to put some more in because I'm so excited about it. Right there. Yeah, we didn't have any commercial here in town forever. But now we've got a lot, so that's really good. Actually got this space there for a bit more commercial right there. It's just so exciting. Exciting to see commercial actually appear in our map for a while. This is looking good. I feel like we've made some very solid progress with this. Some good building progress. Right, before I build anything else, let's just actually have a look at what other services we've got here. Right, we have one medical centre there. I feel like we could add a little more in here. I think we do need more here. So let's add a, not Cleakerson's yet again. I'm going to add a pharmacy here. We'll add a pharmacy right here on the corner of town. Make everybody happy. What's our policing like? Policing is pretty good, but people, again, they're not your average workers around here. So let's get a little another police station there, make everyone happy. Fire, we've covered fire, so that's good. How are we doing on garbage collection? Landfill usage is 16%. We're doing very well on garbage filling out and all the rest of it. That's fine. Yep, our industrial recycling station here is looking very good, guys. This is working well. I want to decor this up a little bit with some props and stuff, eventually make it look a bit more like a proper working site, but we haven't done this thing. The worst thing that could happen now is a disaster that destroys the connection between towns. Yeah, well, obviously that's true, although that would probably be the easiest thing also to fix, so it wouldn't be the greatest disaster ever. Right, how are we doing for education? There's not even any elementary school education here, apparently. In Port Salty. We probably could do with that because, remember, these guys, they'll do the elementary education, but then it's where they go on from there. They won't do necessarily the higher education. Let's just use a Wahronga Elementary, as always. Bang that in there, look. Cover that. It's by the seashore as well, so the kids get a nice little view of the river. Not seashore, river shore. Right. The purple lines. Oh, it's the blimp, isn't it? Right, so I think we're good for everything else. We can still fill in more residential here. Get that taken care of. Right, so looking very good. Let's have a look at getting those sound barriers set up here. because we need that. Alright, so we'll just get these sound barriers along here to try and protect the citizens from the terrible highway sounds. I don't think anywhere else along there is close enough. Maybe the back of here. Maybe these guys as well, look. So, upgrade that, see, look, yep, they're very happy about it. And then I suspect these guys here, and we go into the 2-lane territory. I'm actually going to leave this as 3-lane along here just so I can get those sound barriers on there, look. So it'll actually stay 3-lane a little longer than the other side. I suppose if I was being really OCD, I would also upgrade the other side to 3-lane just for the sake of it. Just so that people aren't super triggered by that. Now it looks kind of weird. Not quite sure what is going on there. I'm going to have to sort of move this a little bit. Just to get it looking right. Right, okay. Okay, going well. Going well. Alright, making some good progress. Yeah, we turned tsunamis just fully off because it takes a ridiculous amount of time to resolve tsunamis, like way too long. Way too long. It's not so much the destruction it caused, it was more just a case of just how much ridiculous amount of time it took to clear up, and that was the thing that was super annoying. I'm just filling in a bit of concrete here on the ground. Try and make our industrial area more industrial again. Right, let's look at warehouse. There's some, whilst I'm doing barrels and stuff, there's actually some nice barrels here, so a few of these in. Get a few barrels in. Now let's look for warehouse. Yeah, these are some of the ones I wanted to kind of get on here, but they're quite large. Quite sure that's going to fit. Oh, it'll fit there. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can get kind of like this sort of thing here. Look, guys, like a bit of a warehouse in on some of this stuff. Just kind of helps this area feel a little bit more actually utilized. Is the rusty warehouse. Oh yeah, these are quite good because they're quite small. So these actually work really nicely. I can get that on there. I'm going to put that there and then we'll... I'll take this and move it, look. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got a couple of little sort of warehouses in there. So again, this is kind of, you know, it's hard sometimes to manage the industrial area and actually make it look properly occupied. So I need to cheat a little bit sometimes and get these buildings in here to sort of make it filled up. Some of these things are quite large. What are these guys complaining about over here? Oh, leisure. Oh, relax. It's all working very well. One thing I think I do want to do is create like a kind of sort of barrier strip or fence or wall or something which is sort of, you know, fences off these fences off the windmills. Now another thing that we had talked about last time around, I know people had talked about, was whether we wanted to have an airport. And so we had talked about this. What's this? Long stream. It's always a long stream for me. Always a long stream. A big lab in the mountains. Well, one thing I did want to put up there was observatory. Get like a big observatory up in the mountains. We've got a couple of those sort of things down here, but we could do a lot more. There's one of the blimps, look, flying across the landscape. I think what we should try to do next is actually continue on the road for the stuff we had up here. So this is looking rather cool, actually. Very good. This is Robert's Peak. And Robert's Peak is actually looking rather nice. It's looking quite suburban and leafy without me really even trying, which is quite a nice thing. Looking rather good. And remember we put in a little bit of high density here to just sort of, you know, kind of bulk up the middle of town so it didn't look just too residential. Actually working rather nicely. And they've got the hell of a view. Look at this. Imagine if you're this person. Imagine if you're the guys in this blue house right here and that's your view. Fair play. That's quite a back garden to sit out in, look. Did it make a save? Yeah, alright, we should make a save. Don't crash. It's all good. Okay, so with our... Yes, it's all good. With our last half an hour, let's build on through this area right here. Well, we had an idea of where we were going to put the airport before, but I don't think we're there yet. So my plan here was to build like a road which kind of went most of the way through here. And I'd said about we could make like a village. I'm going to pause because it's just trying to get to nighttime. So we can transition this here, I think, to just like a 2-lane road or something. Yeah, so we'll just have a national road now. Why did I click off of that? Yeah, so we'll just have a national road, which... Actually, let's just go straight across here. Like this. So, also I'm turning that on because, yep, just as I figured. Come up to here and then straight across like that. Where's the stone bridge, though? I know we went through this palaver before. Oh yeah, it's this. So, it's this stone bridge. So, this I think is more appropriate if I can make it work. If I can make it work. Don't start crying about bridges again and all this sort of stuff. Right. So I'm pretty sure I can make this work, guys. Okay, there we go. What we'll do is that. Now, what I need to do, of course, is landscape over to this a bit. Something like this. It's not going to be perfect, but... Right. Okay, that's better than nothing. I might have to kind of cheat a little bit when we get that nearer to it or something. So, what I'm going to do... Actually, this could do with coming down a bit as well, actually. Both of these. Okay, that's better. What's going on with my voice? Right. Sorry, guys. Right, let's just come up to this. So I'm just going to build this to like here and then across here. Like that. And then we'll just basically force this into place. I just need to get this in the middle and then drop it down as far as I can go without it sinking into the bridge like you're seeing. This just needs to come up a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. There we go. Like that. And then this side, obviously, has got to go down a bit. So down, 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 down. we go. Like that. Okay, there we go. And that's the bridge. So I think that looks a lot better than the default that we might have in there. Looks a lot better. Looks a lot more like a bridge. Let's make sure the water is behaving itself and it's not freaking out. And it is. So that's fine. And then I can always place a few rocks or other bits and things. Yeah, so that's good. That's actually working. Okay, cool. So now let me just adjust our roads again so that... Excuse me. Adjust this slightly so... There we go. So we have a bit of a curve coming in on that. Right, so let's just carry on with this. So now, really what I've just got to do is create this winding road. Yeah, all is well. It's all good. There we go. All right, cool. So that's a nice solution there. Now, I think what I may do here is create like a sort of... another road which sort of runs off like there. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I just want to do that because I think that may be... actually, meh. I think if you're going to actually come off of that point there, then you would just do like that. Yeah. I'm just doing that because I figure I might put like a small villagey town. I'd said that I might put like a village or a town or something along this way, basically. Right, let's carry on. So I'm just going to try and create a somewhat natural winding road which goes through here. This road can't go too far out towards the edge because I've actually got a... interesting. Do I go up or do I just go around? I think I'm going to come around to here like this and then we will span across. We go straight across like that. I'm just trying to create a kind of natural-ish but quite long, sort of easy road that goes through this area. Don't want it to be too sort of unnecessarily curving or whatever. Let's do a bit of straight slope through here. Yep, that's nice. We get a nice little tunnel out of that, look. Then, yeah, let's go up this way. We'll kind of come through this valley, then we've got to climb up this hill a bit here. And round. So we're trying to get basically all the way along to the top end of this right now. I'll come back through and tweak this all up, by the way. There we go. And then I would say that's about where I want to be at. That's about where I want to be at. That's probably going to be the sort of beginning of the middle of town. Because remember what we wanted to do is get another biggish town sort of right here. Because that's where we can kind of fill that in. And then what we were going to do was create like a monorail. Which went across from here to here. And we could also maybe get one which... Oh, that's what we can put here next to Port Salty. Like, get the monorail, which will go right up to the top. That's what we'll do. Monorail. Cable car. What am I talking about? Drew's hosting me for 35. Thank you very much, Drew. Right, so let's just go back through and check my OCD-ness on this road. So as usual, what I'm looking for is any of these little kinks where you do road sections together. You often get these little angular bits. Like, right, this is the worst example. Look. Really, really extreme. Right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Right, coming along here. And it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. I think we did pretty well here. I don't think there's too much needs adjustment. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Tiny little adjust there and there. Looking good, looking good. Again, maybe just a little adjust there. And there maybe. Yep. Oh, big adjustment right there. And on this one, he wants to come to like that. Okay, there we go. That is good. This one obviously needs a bit of a adjust. Needs a quite severe adjustment. Right, so we want to kind of curve nicely onto that one. Then, well, actually, we can just kind of do this. Look. So this will just go straight. Straightish. Straightish. Okay, that's good too. And quite happy with that. That's fine. This could be better. There we go. That's fine too. And then all the rest of this was good already. But there we go. All right, sorted. Right, so that is the long, long road. That's quite good. There we are. So now we've got our road, look, which runs all the way around here, all the way, all the way, all the way, right from the main highway out here. It's actually like a seriously long way. So the next thing we want to do is start building our town up here on the top. I'm going to save Stan. Very much. Stan, guys, for 8 months in a row. Thank you very much, Stan. Welcome back, buddy. Get me out of here, please. No more 9 girls now. What do you mean 9 girls now, Stan? Stan has like a large family. His daughters and wife is greatly outnumbered with female to male ratio in his house. Actually, dams have a road on them in this game. Could be nice. Yeah, well, I mean, if we did do that, obviously it's going to be up the valley, and that's something we could make later on. Yeah, guys, give Stan some love in the chat, please, for jumping in here. Thank you very much. Right, so let's have a think. Well, oh yeah, save. So I'm going to save the game because we've done quite a few changes there. Show them on the right bit. Save. Yeah, well, I think it's all going to be good. Especially seeing as we've got better connections and everything. This is all looking good. Port Salt is looking very nice. And we can even expand its area look a little bit right here. Working really good. Actually, let me just take the opportunity to go around and do a quick assess of all the areas, the zones. It's always worth doing this now and again for your towns, guys. Just make sure like everything is sitting within that town. Yep. All the rest look good. None of these have changed up. So yep, it's all good, all good, all good. Right, so we've actually got a good sort of residential demand, so this could actually be very beneficial. Now, we're going to have to get water and electric up here. That's going to be a pain. Also, because I need to sort of lay things out a little bit first. I want this town to kind of grow organically-ish, but we'll start off with it kind of coming through here. So we'll just get like a main street. This could be a big-ish town, though, so I might actually go for something similar to, like, Boomtown, where we had, like, this big, you know, the big boulevard sort of going through the middle. I actually think that could work up here, too, because, like I say, this will be sort of a big-ish town. So let's maybe go for that. So I have this 4-lane road with decorative trees. So we shall put that... I'm just going to put it probably through the middle here, like this. You know what, I actually think I want to kind of come through here like this, and then go off at a right angle like that. Yeah, I actually think I want that to sit like this. Yeah, I think that's what we'll have here at the middle of town, is like this kind of junction like this. Junction. And there we are. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. We'll go for like a cross right in the middle of the town like there. Right, so, and then what we'll do is we'll just have that changed to basically this style 4-lane road. Actually, what did we do in Boomtown? We did... carried on just as like a grass verge to connect out, so... Yeah, so we'll go from trees to... Oh, actually, and that's annoying because it's not quite the right kind of trees. I think I'd actually rather make this just the grass verge middle. And then that way I can apply my own trees and own things like that to it. So we'll make it just grass verge. Because we can add anything we want onto it then. Right, so let's just make this then... Yeah, we'll just make it the 4-lane road with that. With the chevrons. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works nice. Okay, so now we just need to work out our road system and stuff. Now, although I've done like a kind of cross grid off of here, I don't think I necessarily... Oh, wait, hold on. Is that what we had going in town? Basic road with grass median. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we had. Maybe what I'm going to actually do is we'll have the 4-lane road going up through town like that, and then we'll just put a basic road like this going up through or something. Maybe that's going to be too busy, though. Do you know what? No, we'll go back to how it was. Because I think this is going to be quite a sort of busy town. But I'll do like these... Yeah, I will do a basic road with grass median, sorry. This right here. We'll have that kind of come on these offshoots, because I think that makes more sense. Right, now let's go back to just housing and stuff. So, I'm not quite sure if I want housing on this side of town. Feels like if I'm going to do housing, it's going to be over here. So let's do this. I might actually turn on... Might turn on grid for this, we'll see. Yeah, I think I might actually go for the grid option on this one. Because I think it will look quite sort of right for the area. Not all the way, obviously, but a part of the way on this. So I think I'll just do like, you know, some elements of it, and then the rest of it we'll just work it out as it goes. We'll put a lane through here, look. Like that. Have a look, see, and then this, all of these elements here I can do in a more kind of free way. It's good, whilst I always say that I like to build not in a grid, it can be a good starting point sometimes, and then like once you've got to a certain point you can kind of make it more random. But it's a good little start sometimes just to make things a bit easier. And also, even now, whilst I say I'm using a grid, I'm not really using a grid. I'm just kind of... I'm using it in the most sort of, like, loose way that I can. I'm not really doing it in a proper way. Right. Okay, from there, I think I'll do it a bit more free. And I still want to get a little bit of that in here now as well. So we'll get some normal roads in here as well. There we go. We can get some little roads like this, and then I can start doing like a little, like with this type of road. Turn off this stuff now. Yeah, so I can start doing like this. We can start having some of these more proper sort of residential style roads. Now I've got to get that monorail up here somewhere, and it's probably going to be like here, so I need to just be aware of that. But we can still get some good residential roads here, I think. I want to get some mountain housing happening. Look, we get some houses right on the mountain edge. And let's just have a lane here, like a normal lane, that's just going to connect up to this road, like that. There we go. So yeah, just building the more random style houses that I like to get in here. Again, I think we could start off with a bit of a lane coming out in this direction. And then we've got all this mountain up here as well, so I don't think there's any reason why we can't build some houses up here either. So we can do like this. We can build out into the mountains a bit. I think even we can start to think about getting a road over here. Right, it's going to be... Yeah, I like it. I think we'll just leave it like that. Looks good to me. And I think... like the pit of... How has that even happened? Like literally, how has that happened? Right, that's slightly more copeable. This isn't though, like what's happening here? There we go. It's very strange how, I figured out over time that, you know how I always complain about the roads going up and down? If you take the node and move it, you can usually find like the spot where it sort of aligns itself, but it's quite tricky to find it. Well, anyhow, don't. Just leave it. I had a nightmare with getting the tree selections correct, and I don't want to piss about with it. Right, so that's a good little starting point, and we can kind of build in some other roads. So, we're there to a point. Water is going to be easy enough to get up here. I think we'll probably start off in town with... Well, we'll probably start off in town, actually, with the monorail, I think, actually, more than anything. So let's look at that. We need to create the cable car end of line. They're actually pretty small, but they're quite noisy, so I want to try and build it sort of over here, I think. So let's build a normal road off of this. Like to here. Then we can build like car parks and stuff for the monorail. Do that as well. Interesting. Not quite what I wanted it to do. I can probably manage with that. Right, so let's take our monorail station. Thing is, this actually needs rotating, really. Wonder if I can do that with move it, though. Right, because we actually want it to be like this. And then you can see it's got some parking there, but what I want to do is create like another road here, like that. And then we can always move this a little, look, get it kind of next to those parking. And then what we'll do is we'll put some more parking and stuff around the monorail station right here. Yep, that'll be fine. Baker says, men always have problems finding the right spot. Jesus Christ. I said, what did I say at the start of today? Family stream time. Honestly. Yeah, Paige says, Baker finding the wrong men. Jesus Christ. Shots fired right there. Right, so let's do another cable car station. Well, actually, or do we even do cable car stop? Because if we did cable car stop, then we could also provide for Timajay Ridge, which I think they would very appreciate. So let's do that. That would actually be quite cool. And then we could get a cable car stop, like maybe here, or maybe here. I think I'd said about here, and then that way we can kind of go around the town or something. Although I kind of like the idea of having the cable car like go across the town. Sort of, I think that would be apt. I think it would be appropriate. So let's have cable car stop. We'll just put one in here. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, it needs to be like this. Look, this could be problematic though if we don't do it right. I don't know actually. Yeah, sad times for you guys. Let's move this a little further as well. Let's just do like that. Might help me out a bit. Yeah, they're not going to be super ecstatic about this. Damn it! Come on, move it. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'll get that in there like that. Well, we'll come back to it. We'll see how it needs to be. I might have to adjust it later. Right, end of line stop. Now, got to be semi-cautious about where this goes in. Where would be a good place for this to be? Probably sort of here-ish. There's a lot of people's houses there. If it's coming from this part of town, it could come up to somewhere on the end here. I don't know. Tricky. I think like this is probably going to be the best place for it, where this person's beautiful house is, but you can't have everything, can you? Right, so let's get our cable car. Actually, I'll probably add like a bit of a road here, I think. So we'll just take a little strip of road, and then I think again I might. Is that going to trigger people really much if I offset that? Probably will. Sorry about your houses. Okay, so I do that, and then we shall take this station and put it in. They all complain now. They're going to love it when it's here. They're going to love it. Right, so that's that. And I can always, again, put another car park in here or something. Playing this game without OCD isn't fun. Well, to a point. What's this? Monorail station. I know. I know. I kept saying monorail, but in my head I was saying I meant cable car, and these are just the things that happen with me always. Right. Okay. So we need to have cable car cables now. I actually need to. Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, this could be a problem. Though, can I? Yeah. See, look. I can't bloody see. That's the trouble. See, the lines are doing weird crap. They're not kind of doing what I might imagine they would. And there we are. I can't see. I can't see the lines. Oh, God. I'm going to have to cheat to make this work. Because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. I need to see kind of roughly how the lines are. Right, here we go. Yeah, that's not looking so good there. It looks to me like the lines are going through the mountain, which obviously is not good. Now, I know I can raise these up, I think. I think you can increase the height of these. Yeah, like this. Look. The max of like 50 meters, so that will help us out. Might need to do that. Also, trying to figure out, do we go straight down the mountain or what? I'm tempted to not go straight down the mountain. But that's kind of obviously what I expect we want to do, really. We're gonna have to let's just start off with this. And then like that's alright, that's working. It's working nice. We sort of want to go over this way. Right, there we go. Another one in there. Okay, then we want to kind of come out this way. We've got to go across the river, obviously. We'll go to there. Okay, now we want to start kind of coming down a little bit, I guess. So we'll drop the height by sort of half to there, and then we'll come down again a bit more. Because remember, I've got to... Well, I really need to also come sort of sideways. Actually, hold on. We actually need to kind of go diagonally across the river, actually. So actually, maybe we should map this a little differently. Don't be a dick. I remember I had this issue before where like connecting to them is like a real pain in the ass. Right, so yeah, look, we'll come across, where's the line for it? Right here. So we want to go to like there. And then come down like to like 24, so in the river. And then we want to drop off right down here, like whatever, 8. Right. There we go, look, perfect. It's like Uncle Ben's rice. Perfect every time. Now, the only issue we have is this person's house here, which I already know that's going to be a problem. Sorry about your house. Sorry about that. These lucky people here get to have a gigantic cable car pylon right next to their house. Enjoy. Right, and then we can just bang this up a bit higher as we come up over these houses, I expect. There we are. They love it. Love it. What? Who wouldn't want a giant cable car hanging right over their house? Right, and then we'll just go over to here. And then we're there and we're done. Or nearly there. Invalid shape. What are you talking about? What? What? What's going on with this thing? I've got anarchy on. You can't stop me from doing things. It just happens. Alright. You win this round. I'll come at it a different way. What? Invalid shape. What the hell does that even mean? Is it just too much of an angle? What? What's happening here? What's happening? Thing. It has to be from the right side. What? Don't mess me about. Base closed. Right, we're good. We are monorailed up. It's all good. Now, the only problem we're going to have is electricity. But I'm hopeful we can resolve that by some clever, well, could do it the long way around. Some clever cabling. So it's going to be pylon o'clock, I think. I'm not pissing about with anything else. Why is the pylon set to 24 meters? Right, here we go. So I suppose it qualifies it as the same thing or something. Right, so look, these are actually not too extreme up to here. It's a little bit more extreme up to here. Trying to have sort of reasonable electric coming up here. Right, and then let's have a look. It does get a little awkward right here, so what I might do is create like a electric substation at this point. Like a relay station. That will get some power up to there, and then we'll put a relay station at the top here. That. And then from there, I can telegraph wire it or whatever. So it's not so extreme. Because remember, we need to get our sort of houses and everything up here anyway, so this is going to have to happen one way or the other. Right, there we go. So that's that, and then we do want to get our houses up here, remember? So like I've said many times before, we will start off by doing just a little bit so we can control exactly where that's coming to. And then we're going to have to get our water up here as well, which we're going to do by drilling through the mountain, just like that. And then we'll come down here, and we'll come across here. Okay, looking good. More power, Salty. Good evening to you. Right, are we ready? I'm going to save before we do anything else. Before I destroy anything else, please, please. Okay. Right, so, playing on. We should be good to go. Now, I don't think the cable car is going to begin operation immediately, obviously, because there's nowhere for it to go initially. Oh, made those people sell their houses. They're so pissed off at having a monorail go over their house. Oh, monorail is operational. Monorail is operational. Look at them go. Look at them go. Look. There they go, look. Salty, your port town is now the proud owner not only of a harbour section right here, as you see, but it's also got its own fully functioning monorail system. We'll go down, here they go, up and down the mountains. Quite extreme monorailing. I like how the monorail is not level as monorails are, because normally if you're going down a mountain it's going to go down like that, so that this thing is just going like this. Strap on tight. Yeah, buckle up. It's going to be a rough ride. Yep, so now look, your citizens have a happy monorailing system going over their houses. Keeps everybody... That's nice to go to sleep to. I feel a little bad for the people living in this house here. This house right here, look. They get the dulcet gentle evening tones of monorails. Just like driving. Here we go. Relaxing. Stainless steel seats so people don't pinch holes in them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no plastic seats on the monorails, people not burning their cigarettes into it. All looking good. The people of Timajay seem very relaxed to their new monorail station. And let's do some parking. Too big. This will be perfect. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. I remember this from last time. So I have to level the land. Otherwise it hates it. Maybe we can get 6x4 in there. Yeah, I'm sure we can. There we go, look. They love it. There we go. A slightly not completely flat parking section for the cable car. We could probably do with that here as well. Maybe we can go with a 4x4 parking area there. Yep, perfect. Look, perfect. And then up here as well, even though there's nobody living here yet, there is a space assigned. But yeah, we can get some parking here too. And probably get that 4-4. Nah. Little bit of an angle to it, little bit of an angle. That's okay. We'll just have to get the handbrake on. I could level it off, but I think it's more fun to actually leave it as is. In which parking LOD mod is this, please? What? Which parking mod? What, you mean just what are they? It's all in my collection. If you go look in my collection, it's all in there. Right, they're off. Right, we need housing. We need housing. Maybe if I put a little bit more, it will sort of trigger a housing attack. Let's see. Speed up, speed up. It's the only new place to have housing anyway, so. Ah, there we go. There we go. It's coming. And people are freaking out because they've got no houses, but I'm pretty sure in a minute they will be connected up. Yep, they're connected up. It's all good. Right, so there we go. The new district. Now, the question, of course, is who wants the new district? Great views. There will be great views. Monorail service. It's going to be perfect. Who wants the new territory? Is the important question. What will our great mountain town be known as? Give me your answers right now. Sub-priority. Who would like it? Which of you guys has the honor of having the mountain territory? Who will it be? Toxic game. Well, you don't get to name the town so much as it's sort of some iteration of your name. Ah, Toxic Town. Easy. Done. That makes sense as well because it's right above the nuclear power station. It's got to have the alliteration going on. Yep, it's perfect. It's right above. In fact, actually, it makes complete sense because it's right above the town incinerations, the garbage dump, and the nuclear power station. So it actually makes total sense. In fact, it couldn't be more perfect. So, Toxic Town. Actually makes total sense. Total sense. They're getting all those gases, all that methane and stuff is coming right up there. Right up there. Lynn, do you upload this to Steam every time you work on it? No, I don't. Not every time I work on it. I might, but the thing is, you see, when I originally was doing Skylines, I used to upload the final map to, like, the final city and so on. I used to upload it to Steam for people to check out and play if they wanted. But I have so many mods. I'd have to list all the mods for people to play it. I just can't be bothered because I don't know precisely every single one that I'm using. I just kind of subscribe, unsubscribe as I go along to decide. So I just can't be bothered. It's just Carpole, I was thinking of a beautiful town in the mountains surrounded by nature, but what we get? Toxic town. Well, it's still gonna be beautiful. What's in a name? There's going to be also, remember how I said that there was going to be another little beautiful, like, villagey town sort of over here? It's not going to be no other towns. It's just that that's the main one. And we have also got, we've got Robert's Peak, although, to be honest, Robert's Peak is suffering right now from crime and death. But still, I still think it's quite a beautiful mountain town up here. Anyway, Toxic Town will still be beautiful. It's just that it's also going to be horribly polluted. All the people are going to die from the terrible gases that drifting up to them. You know, but in principle, it's all good. It's all good. Right, let's keep adding in our residential areas here. In theory, it's a good town. Right, we're going to need... Also, I don't want these guys either to be going for that heavily educated nonsense, so... we shall get those policies in place. Whoosh. Let's have... We're going to have issues. We're going to have issues with this town in terms of... garbage collection as well. That would be a problem. We shall have schools out. Yeah, schools out. I don't think we need much else. Nope, don't think we need much else. Right. Off we go. Now, we haven't had many places with high-tech housing. I think Boomtown deserves, at this point, some upgrades. High-rise ban, yes. High-tech housing, though. We'll turn Boomtown into a... There we go. Look at it. Look at it. They can't control themselves how excited they are. Oh, my God. It's the big sale. They... Don't crash the map. It's gonna crash the... They're just like, this is it! This is it! My God. Come back, frames. Come back. Loon, did you read my hint? Nope, I didn't. Hence why you said, I guess not. There is no need to list mods manually anymore as far as I know. Really? It seems that would be pretty necessary. How would you not need to list mods? What, would it just auto-download them or something? And if that were to happen, I might, like, brick people's computer, because I'm pretty certain I use about 1,500 at minimum. Like, it's like a lot of stuff. Right, have you calmed down yet, Boomtown? Have you calmed down yet? Jesus Christ. Literally like the sale to end all sales right there. Sell, this is it. Sell, sell, sell. Where's the dog park? Is it still intact after that insanity? Yeah, it seems okay. Wow, Boomtown is literally booming right now. They've gone for the full upgrade, the hard upgrade. There we go. Yeah, so like I said as well, I wanted to sort of start upgrading Boomtown a little bit. Wow, we've had some big commercial success as well. Big commercial success, which is good as well, because I want to get some little commercial up here in Toxic Town. Always want to do like commercial in the first sort of area right here. Like along this bit. Yeah, I'd like to have commercial sort of on the main street. I always think that's a good part of town to have your commercial on, sort of like the main high street. Not quite sure if I even want residential there, actually. I might sort of choose to opt that out later on. This is going to be nice, though, I think. Be a nice town. Right, we need to, even though it's early days, we do need to think about fire and all the rest of it. Now, we actually have normally been putting in these kind of more advanced ones, but that's the Detroit Fire HQ. Not quite sure we need that. But, yeah, this is a little fire station. I think we'll go for this firehouse. I think that looks about right. This should cover a good area of what we need. I think I'll just put that there. There we go. And everybody is happy. I know we're going super negative, but again, we're back to that nighttime nonsense we've had forever, where you go into the nighttime and it's like, and it gets daytime and it's like... The mod list is part of the save game. All relevant mods should be listed in the save game. Yeah, but again, that would be a nightmare. Like, seriously, imagine if you sub to my map and it's like, hey, by the way, we're just going to download like 2,000 assets. You're just like, no. I don't want to subject people to that, so... I think people have been asking forever about, is there army barracks? No, there isn't army barracks. I don't even know of a mod which creates an army barracks, but there probably should be one, but I don't know of it. Let's just start off with a Cleekason's little med center. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. And we do need policing, of course, but I will start off, I think, just with the basic police station. We can amend it as we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about the police chalet. It looks like a real major city police station, that one, though. Oh, that's the one. It's got like a helicopter roof pad as well, I think. But we don't need that. Right, let's get police station. And again, as usual, I'll put the police station like next to the fire station. We'll keep the utilities together. Looking good. It's clicking very nicely. We've got some nice commercial coming in here. Ice cream parlor. This is very good. Yep. Got some good little shops, little fuel station right here. This is all looking really, really good. We're going to finish up in a minute because this has been a long episode. But we'll just get a little bit more housing and stuff going on first. A little bit more to start us off. It'd be nice to get a bit of housing on this side of the road too. Let's have a think. I'm trying to create some space as well. I don't want everything to be just totally filled. But I think it's going to be popular. I think it's going to be popular up here. Very popular. Let's just also start on the right foot and remove these traffic lights. Remove, remove, remove. A lot of traffic lights here. A lot of traffic lights. But what I will do is I'll do the classic... priority yield down through this. We'll just go back through now. So what I do on most of these main roads now is just basically set it to yield and priority so that any traffic coming onto the road from the additional sections, it has to yield obviously to the main traffic coming down the road. And it just adds a little bit of organisation rather than having nothing at all. It usually works pretty well. Concerning. Okay, there we go. You have that set to stop, I think. Right. Okay, what's this? Water. Alright. I'll actually have water this time. Okay, our town is already taking shape. It's looking good. Looking very nice. And literally the best views in town, I think. Although not for many of these people, they're not actually out on the ledge yet. Only when we get these guys like right here, like these guys are going to be the ones with the views. And these guys. That going on. Right, also I want to add, like, okay, so here's our sort of fuel station next to some shops and everything right here. I want to get some unique elements into this area, like, quite quickly, so we can get some stuff going on here. So let's have a look. We could put a little park in. Lazarette Park. There's the Statue of Wealth. Statue of Shopping. Plaza of the Dead. Yeah, that seems a good option. We'll put Plaza of the Dead because that seems similar to our theme of Toxic Town. We'll put that right here, look. There we go. They love it. They love the plaza. They love their dead plaza. They love it. What's this? Yeah, you can mod the citizens now. It needs a dog park. It does need a dog park, it's true, but I think we'll wait for that. I think that can come later. I just wanted to see if there was any more, like... Motel, IKEA... Mall of Moderation, which we never placed. Oh, yeah, I was going to put, like, a little church. Or was this used for seafarers? Oh, okay. If it's used for seafarers, then we should definitely get it down to Salty Town here, and it's probably a good location. Look, we can get it right sort of here on the edge of town. And then that will make There you go, look. That'll make everybody over there very happy. So that's perfect. Look, get a nice little church on Salty Port, or Port Salty. That church there. Let's come back up here. So, yeah, I'm after sort of any... Well, there's another little church here, look. Village church. Actually, I'm not quite sure whether I want to put the church next to the... Actually, or do I? It seems kind of like me to put a church right next to a fuel station. So that seems like something I would do. But I think I'll actually place it sort of here, more in the middle area of town. Look, we'll just get that there. Very nice, very nice. Not quite sure the tower, though. I'm actually going to turn this around. I don't think the tower would be placed right next to the road. Well, actually, even I think it would be more... Damn it, this turning around. There we go. I actually think it would be more likely to be sideways on, actually. I think we'll go for that. Actually, also, wait. Isn't the door on this side? Yeah, it is. Come on. Turn, you bugger. Right, there we go. I was going to get like a little wall and stuff around this, you see. There we go. That's better. Now we've got the door facing the road, which seems a lot more likely. Great. Okay, so that's that in there. Cemetery behind Plaza. I don't know. Although, speaking of that, we actually don't have any death care, I don't think. Where is cemetery? Right here. Realistic working cemetery. Well, we actually don't have any death care in Port Salty either, so it actually seems like an appropriate place for this to go. Can you just bang it in anywhere? Seems like it. Yeah, it seems like you can literally just smash it in wherever you like. So I'm going to put it right here next to this church. Maybe I should put it like here. Probably seems better, doesn't it? Oh look, now you say you're not connected to a road. Well, I literally just a minute ago tried to put you next to the bloody road, didn't I? Maybe I've got to turn it around. There we go. Apparently it does matter which way you put it around. There you go, look, perfect. Right, let's go back up to the hill on the house. Get a cemetery up here as well. I'm going to put this on the back side of here, and I'm going to assume that's the way around. Yep, it was. No, it wasn't. Sake. Why didn't it show you which way around it is? There we go. Why would the cemetery need water, I suppose, for... Oh god, I'm going to sneeze. Don't sneeze. Ugh. I suppose they need water for watering all the flowers at the graves. Probably makes sense. Right. Let's have a look. Extend my water out here just because. Yeah, how are we doing for water? We're doing fine. Electric, we're doing... Oh, electric, we've actually started to infringe even on our electric supplies, which is pretty surprising. I actually didn't think we would start to infringe on the electric just yet. I thought it would be much longer, actually. Thing is, it's got so much, I thought it would be a lot longer. Right, this town is coming together super well. It's looking really, really great already. And it's good to see the commercial is also growing on really well. And look at this, we've got a lot of commercials still growing in here. Look at this, this is really... Pancakes International. Andy's Bowling Alley. Got it all. Got literally... Oh, there's two bowling... Damn, this town likes their bowling. Two bowling alleys literally within like a 30-second walking space of one another. Right. Yes, let's get some form of school up here. Let's get a... I want to get a small library in here for starters, and then have the library look next to the church. And then we'll also have like another little school here. It's got a Japanese elementary school. It's quite a nice sort of style. Takes up a lot of space, but it looks quite cool. Oh, we can fit it in here, look. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's quite a nice sort of style change to have for us, so we'll put that in there, look. Looks good. Fits nicely on that corner as well, like this looks really good in there. Save, well, we're just coming up to the end here, so we'll save in a moment. Right, but lastly, let's see whether there's any other little additional custom elements we want to throw in here. We've got, there's 2 IKEAs. What's this? Large city courthouse. Didn't we build that already? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. A luxury residential complex. I think we will go for that. I think this is the kind of place where we would have a luxury residential complex. Would it be right next to a children's elementary school? Probably not. Would it be more likely on the edge of a giant cliff? Possibly. But I don't think it will fit in there. Let's see, let's see. Would it be right off of a main road here? Possibly. I think we could get it in there. There we are, look. Oh, everyone's super happy about it as well. The only thing is, because of the game, I can't see my road. I have to just amend this road right here. I'm just going to change it, I think, rather than take it out altogether. Hey, this is what town building is all about, just making these amendments as you go along. That's fine. I can probably tweak this a bit better. That's good. Damn it, why is it always nighttime when I finish? Always. It's quite a chunky block of a building though, that's the only thing, but everybody likes it, and I think what I'll do is sort of around... Well, I would show you, but it's bloody... Right, I'm cheating again. I can't deal with this. What I think I'll do is... See, there we go. So that it's quite low level, but it's quite heavy. I think what we'll do... Actually, we can start doing it right now. Right now, just at the end, we can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more, like, high-density residential in here. Oh, I should have specified, though. No high-rise blocks. Where are you? I'll put a high-rise ban on. We'll put a high-rise ban on just so that we can get high-density buildings, but they're just... I don't think we would have skyscrapers up here like in the city, so... there we are. So we'll get a little bit of high-density building in around here. And I think that will work just fine. I think the high-density stuff works fine. You just got to get it in the right place. We can just put in a few little blocks here. There we go. Oh, and then, yeah, there we go. There we are. That will fulfill, I think, or help to fill in anyway, some of our residential needs. It looks like business at the monorail is booming. Like, there's a lot of people I can see going in and out of there. Let's actually have a look at this further down the line as well. Monorail is working fantastic. Plenty of people in Port Salty are using this as well. They're cracking on with that. Port Salty's little harbour. What do you think of the... Salty, what do you think of the Port Salty here? It's looking quite nice. I even bothered to look... I tell you what, guys, stepping that down so that it's at water level, I think helps this out a lot. I mean, it's still in-game water level, like it's not perfect or anything, but it's a lot better than we've done before, I think. And I also like how this little road just kind of comes down off of the main road here. I think that looks quite good. Obviously, I want to decorate this up a little bit with some trees, bushes, and all that kind of thing to make it... In fact, actually, the edge of Port Salty, like the whole area just needs like a bit of decoration around, sort of just soften it up and make it look a bit better. Let's check out our road systems as well. Actually, let's just see how busy the monorail cable car is at Timage Ridge, and it's looking fine. It's looking all good. Sort of steady amount of people using it. Let's just see how our traffic is doing. Okay, not so good. Not so good. And you know why this is? Too much traffic. Too much traffic going in on this. Yeah, look. Yeah, look. Combination of too much traffic choking that. I'm gonna have to fix that next time. Everything else, though, I think, look right here. Corkscrew roundabout is working fine, working perfect. The big roundabout over here, again, it's still heavy on traffic, but look how we're not getting that tailback anymore. So it is heavy, right? It's heavy on traffic, but look, he says it's not getting tailback as it starts to get a tailback. But yeah, honestly, I think this is it's funny. It's like there is a massive amount of traffic going through this roundabout, but it is being handled. It's not that you're not getting any tailback, but it's constantly moving. You know, it's not stationary traffic. A little bit stationary here, but that's because AI are stupid. Actually, I know exactly what I could do to fix this. Well, yeah, I say fix this. What I could do is just force them to go into the second lane there instead of what they were doing, but yeah. The rest of this is all working well as well. You can see, look, the highway. Highway is looking good. It's coming down the kamikaze, and then they really go fast. And this 120 km an hour roadway. That looks a lot sharper than I remember it. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, good amount of traffic. And then coming up into this roundabout, surprising actually how easily the traffic is kind of like getting off of here and sort of, you know, distributing around. So that's working really fine. We didn't really get into the city on these few episodes today. So not much has changed on this side of things. Holy shit! Demand for industry. Demand for industry has arrived. So rare. Unbelievable. What were we going to do? Well, I know I was going to do some more farming with Nyko Farms. Like, that was one thing that we were going to do. Mining was the other thing, because remember, we wanted to actually do some mining up in Mitsu. And seeing as Nyko Farms is already there, I want to start off the mining, but, oh, crap. We'll just have to come to it next time. We'll come to the mining next time, but I think it just shows that having our community now where we finally have got some of that happening, I think is actually starting to make a big difference. Is disasters turned off? No, it's on, but we just haven't had any, so maybe that needs tweaking. I'm actually kind of glad, because I'm not really sure if I'm feeling like disasters for this one. Maybe next time. Maybe next time for the next build, what we'll go for is a highly optimized but heavy disaster one. So I'll make it so that it runs real good frames and it's much cleaner, but we'll go for like full-on disasters or something. It's a family stream. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm just excited that we have any demand for industry at all, because we haven't for the longest time. So, yeah, exciting. Yeah, it does make me want to expand this. However, I'm kind of scared for Nyko Farms because... Actually, look, this has been too long. We'll come back to industry next time, okay? We'll come back to industry next time. It's exciting that we have it back. Everything else is working good right here. And, you know, things up here at Toxic Town, they're developing nicely. Look, some houses being built. Houses being built. Community is coming together. So it's all nice. It's a good starting point. Good starting point. All right, so there we go. Good build. Good build. It's all happening. All working. And I still haven't managed to completely break the save game yet, so it's all good times. Right, see you next time for some more Skylines, guys.